y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's story time. Before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and turn on your post bell notifications. Hey y'all, so before we get into the story time, I have a surprise for y'all. So I know some of y'all been telling me in the comments, like, you know, like I always tell y'all, like, we be vibing in the comments. Some of y'all be telling me like, oh, I wish I could start a YouTube and tell this story, or I can relate to this so much. Can y'all see these fuzzies? I can relate to this video so much. I have my own experience, and I wish. Well, you're in luck. YouTube, please don't play. I got on a shirt. You're in luck because we are going to be starting a new segment called Confessions with Lo. And just send me something that you want to tell me. Like, send me your secrets. You can tell me a story. You can tell me an experience. You can tell me something that you never told nobody else. I'm going to always keep it anonymous. I will never reveal your identity to the people watching the video. You can tell me who you are, but I will never share that with the people who are watching. So I'm going to I'm going to put the email that y'all can send y'all confessions to. It's always going to be in the description of every single video from this one here on out. So if you ever feeling spicy or want to get something off your chest, we're going to do Confessions with Lo. And depending on how well that does, I might make that like a thing. Like, we'll have a Confessions with Lo video one day out the week, and then the regular story time on Thursdays. And I know somebody going to be like, oh, y'all do the same thing. Like, oh, y'all, like, everybody sends in subscriber stories. Or, oh, yeah. And that's cool, because the people that do that, y'all mess with them because they them. And then y'all mess with me because I'm me. We're not going to compare. We're not gonna do that. So, if you ever want to send in your confessions, like I said, I'm going to put the, email right here, and it's always going to be in the description below. So I hope y'all send me some juicy stuff so we can talk about it. Okay, now to get into the actual video. I don't know what I'm gonna label. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but y'all know how I always tell y'all, I've told y'all a few times that we had this thing in South Carolina called Sun Fun, right? Which basically is like spring break times 10. Like, it's basically like a week where you go to the beach, and graduating seniors is really for seniors. I think anybody could go, but if I'm not mistaken, this was made for like graduating, like people who just graduated high school, right? So you go to the beach for a week and you just vibe out and you have fun and all of that, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all everything that happened, everything that I can remember. I'm gonna get as detailed as I can, and I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I remember from this Sun Fun, because I've been a couple times, but we're gonna talk about the one when I actually graduated high school, because that's the better one. So I don't know if y'all can see these fuzzies, but it's pissing me off. Okay, so this, like I said, this was when I was graduating. So I'm a senior at the time. We planning. So my mama was going to let me drive my car to the beach by myself with my homegirls, which I'm shocked. Like, I never had a strict mama, but I'm just shocked that she was going to let me actually like drive 2.5 hours to the beach by myself with like no parental supervision. And she was just like, well, you finna be off in college, and you know, like, you got to cut the cord like sometime. Like, I'm not going to be able to be with you at school, so you're responsible. You know what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to be doing. Don't get arrested, and just have fun. So let's say Sun Fun, I'm pretty sure Sun Fun used to happen in June, and I know a lot of people from South Carolina are subscribed to me. If you've ever been to Sun Fun, please correct me if I say anything wrong or like misspeak or anything. But y'all gotta understand, I graduated almost 10 years ago. So, but those little small details, like, it doesn't matter if I get the dates wrong. Like, that doesn't matter. So anyway, so let's just say it was in June, right? Yeah. So I'm planning in like April, y'all. Like, I'm buying stuff online. Like, I'm buying swimsuits, I'm buying clothes. I'm telling my mama which hotel she should book, because she booked the hotel for me and my friends. We stayed at this really nice hotel, y'all. So okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I got all my stuff, we graduated, Couple days later, we packing up to go to the beach, right? So we driving to the beach. It's me, Sparkle, Mercedes, and we meeting some of our other homegirls like when we get down there, right? But it's me, Sparkles, and Mercedes in my car. So we get there, we get to the hotel. Nice hotel, y'all. Super duper nice. Like one of the nicest hotels that's on the actual strip. My mama did her big one with that one. So we get there and I have to tell them like the room, like my mom booked the room, but I'm 18 and we have to go through all of that. Cool, they already was expecting us, whatever, whatever. So we get up to the room. We drop our stuff off. We, you know, like get freshened up. We've been in the car for like 2-3 hours. You know, you want to like freshen up, you know, like use the bathroom, freshen up your hair because we finna go walk the strip. Now, if you've ever been to the beach, just imagine, like I want y'all to picture, if you've never been to Myrtle Beach, I want you to picture what Miami spring break looks like. Just picture that. Like, so, you know, everybody go to Ocean. And it's like shops and restaurants and bars and stuff like that. Just picture that. So the strip at Myrtle Beach is the same thing. Like it's like little shops, restaurants, and some clubs, some bars. And you know, you just walk the strip. That's where like everybody be at, right? So we're like, okay, we finna go down here. So we walking out. This is the first day. So we walking out of our hotel and it's this group of guys like standing kind of close to our hotel, right? So we finna walk past them and they like stop us. And hold on, let me pause right here. I just want y'all to know a couple things actually. I'm on my bald head hoe shit. I don't care why, because I'm young and turned. I don't care. I want to live this trip up to the absolute fullest because I know I'm finna move to Florida and I'm not finna see my friends for a really long time. I'm not tied down to nobody. I know I told y'all like I started like talking to Sean like towards the end of my senior year. Me and Sean at this point when I met Sun Fun, we still on the getting to know each other phase. Like what you like to do for fun type shit. He was not my man. We was not talking. We was not dating, not nothing. We was just texting. And I know I should have just left him right there in the messages. But we're not even going to talk about that. But just know, at this point in time, I'm single. I'm free. I'm not trying to be tied down to nobody. Because it's people from South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida. It's people from all over. And you think I'm finna be tied down to one guy? You out your rabbit ass mind. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not finna be tied down to nobody. I'm trying to look at all the prospects at the beach. No, I'm not doing it. So, keep this in mind, okay? So, like I said, we walking out of the hotel and we finna walk past these group of guys. And they stop us, you know, they talking to us or whatever. And the one guy that's talking to me, he like, you look so good. Like, what's your Instagram? Like, da-da-da. I'm putting my Instagram in his phone. He going through my pictures, like, while I'm standing in front of him. Like, damn, you look so good. Like, you look just like how you look on Instagram. Like you look like that in person. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then I get a call on my phone from one of my old boos. Like, from months and months ago, y'all. We gonna call him B. B calling me. And I'm not even, like, putting 2 and 2 together thinking that everybody is here. Because he just graduated, too. So I'm just like, why is he calling me? So I just silenced my phone. I didn't ignore his call. I just silenced it so it could stop vibrating. And I'm still talking to the dude. We chopping it up, going back and forth or whatever. His friends talking to Sparkle and Mercedes. And they finna like start walking away. So he like, I'm gonna hit you. Like, I'm gonna DM you. Like, make sure you DM me back. Like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I got you. So B calls me again. So I'm like, why is this man calling me? So I answer the phone. So he like, so you really just gonna get another nigga number in my face like that? I'm like, what? Where you at? He like, look up. So it's a hotel right across the street from our hotel. He's standing on the back of me like, I'm like, what are you doing here? What? Like, that's actually kind of creepy that you just saw me from all the way down here. You knew that was me. And I don't got it like you is not my man, sir. Yeah, I did get his number. What about it? What happened? So he like, stay right there. We finna come down. So we standing there waiting for them to come down. Him, it's like hella boys with him. Like 10, 12 boys. And it's just 3 of us. So he like, what's up? How you been? And me and B, I normally never like really like fell out really bad with like a guy I used to talk to. For the most part, I just won't talk to you no more, but I don't gotta like block you and do all of that. Sometimes yes, but in this case no. Like I forgot why we stopped talking. No, I didn't. He might can have his own story time, maybe, but just know we stopped talking and it just wasn't no bad blood. It was what it was. So he like, where y'all finna go? And we like, we just finna walk down here, like where more people is at or whatever. So he like, let's walk together. So like I said, y'all, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm tied down to one guy, I'm with a guy, I'm in a relationship with a guy, no nothing. And B is the type, he want to be like lovey-dovey, like he trying to like put his arm around me, he trying to like interlock his fingers with mine. I'm just like, don't touch me like that, because a group full of guys just rolled past and they probably wanted to say something to us, but they think I'm with you. No, we don't got to do that. So he like, you really changed, like you really gonna do me like that? Absolutely. We down here to have fun. I'm down here to have fun. I don't know about you, but I'm not with none of this lovey-dovey. No, I'm not doing it. And I know that's gonna sound like really weird coming from me, a lover girl, but y'all, I just wanted to live it up to the fullest. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to make this go down in history of the history of trips. Like, I don't know. So he's still trying to like, you know, like yank at my arm and like whisper in my ear and stuff. I'm like, you doing too much. You doing too much. So I had to come up with a plan on how to ditch him, right? So, cause he would not leave. Like anytime I would like step to the right, here he go on my heels. Step to the left, here he go right behind me. I'm just like, bro, you're doing a lot. Like, you doing too much. So I'm like, y'all stay right here. We finna go to the bathroom. And he like, all right, we can like, where y'all finna go? I'm like, we finna go in this one shop. It was like a little restaurant. He like, okay, we finna go in there with y'all. Like, maybe we can get something to eat. And I'm like, no, y'all stay right here. We're gonna be right back. Y'all, when I tell y'all I booked it on that nigga, I damn near ran through the crowd. We all holding hands like in a link. Like, I got Mercedes hand, she got Sparkle hand. I'm dragging them through the crowd, y'all. Like, I'm like, we not gonna stay here with these guys no more, because I'm losing out on potential prospects and new guys that I can add to the roster because he doing too much. So they crack her up like, why did you do that? I'm just like, I'm not trying to be tied down to this nigga. Like, no, I'm not. So anyway, so nothing else really happened that day. Just know that at Myrtle Beach, especially during the time that we was going, I don't know if the clubs down there, like the regular clubs, were 21 and up or 18 and up, but I'm thinking it had to be 21 and up, because I was 18 at the time. All of us were, but we were going to the teen club. So it was like a little teen club from like, I think you had to be like 14 or 15 to like 18 or 19. I don't know why you want to mix those age groups, but it had to be, because it had to stop at 18, not 19. I don't know. I really can't remember, y'all, but I'm thinking we couldn't get into the regular like grown-up club because we would have just did that instead of going to the teen club. I really can't remember, but just know every single night that we was there, we was at the teen club. So we go back to the hotel room that night. I mean, like later on that day, we getting ready to go to the club that night. Nothing really happened or whatever. So the next day, so we here for a week, y'all. I'm really trying to give y'all as much details as possible so y'all can really like feel like y'all there with me. So the next morning we wake up and we started like a little routine. We would wake up, go downstairs, get breakfast from the hotel buffet, come back up to our room and sit on the balcony and like eat, listen to music, just talk. We was like cat calling guys. Like, we was staying on like the 20th floor, and the type of balcony we had, it like wrapped around like our room. So if you go on this side, you on like the strip part and you can see like the businesses and the cars going by, and then if you go on the other side, you can see the beach. It was really nice. Like, my mama, she really did her big one, like her big one. So I can't remember which day this happened. Let's just say it happened on the second day. So we playing around and we playing too hard, and like I said, we stay on the 20th floor, y'all. We playing around. Sparkle, like one of us like accidentally like bumped her a little too hard, and her phone fell over the balcony, y'all. All the way down from the 20th floor, all the way down to the ground. So we just sitting there looking like, oh shit, like she dropped her phone. So we gotta hurry up, run out the room, go down the elevator, and go outside to where she dropped her phone on the side of the hotel, right? So why would we get down there, y'all? Why would we get down there? A crackhead picked up her phone. A crackhead picked up her phone, and we like, hi ma'am, yeah, that's our phone. Did you just get that from this bush right here? Like, yeah, we just dropped it. We came down from our room to get the phone. And she like, well, no, like, I just found this phone. And we like, yeah, like, sure, you was like already down here, but we just dropped it. Like, that's our phone. So she like, well, how much you gonna give me for the phone? how much I'm gonna give you? How about a knuckle sandwich? How about buy one, get one free? How about that? That sound good? I'm like, give me the damn phone. Like, give me the damn phone, bro. So I snatched the phone from her. And she like, I was actually really bold for bucking up at a crackhead like this, because y'all know when they be on that stuff, I don't know, they be having like superpowers or something. I don't know. I was real bold for doing that. I was, but I felt like we could take her because it was 3 of us. She was outnumbered. I don't know. So I snatched the phone back, and I'm like, bro, what? So then she like, well, y'all got a couple dollars for me to go get something to eat? How you gonna ask me for money after you just tried to steal my phone? Not my phone, but Sparkle phone. But you don't know that that Sparkle phone is my phone because I told you it's my phone. How you gonna ask me for a couple dollars after you just tried to finesse me out of my phone? Like, you tried to scam me out of my phone. How that work? Like, you was probably gonna go sell this phone for a rock and 50 cents. No, I don't have a couple dollars for you. I'm like, no, we don't. So we go back in the hotel. We just cracking up laughing like, what? Like, they not even them type of people. They not even supposed to be. Like, this is like the nice part of the beach. Like, where did they even come from? Like, is she living in the bushes on the side of the hotel or something? Like, I don't know. She probably was. She had like a bag full of stuff. It was like an old shopping cart fully, like, you know the vibes that them heads be giving. So the next day, let me see, the next day, no, not the next day, the same day. So later on that day, we get ready, we put on our bikinis, we going to the beach, right? So I seen another one of my old boos, y'all. Like, it's crazy how many old niggas I seen this week. Like, oh, it's crazy. So we gonna call him, let's call him Gerard. I got a cousin named Gerard. Cousin, I'm so sorry. This is not about you. You know, this is not about you. Love you, but I don't know why that name just popped up in my head. I'm not talking about my cousin Gerard, though. So, he probably don't even watch my videos. But anyways, so Gerard, I seen him at the beach. And he like motioning me to come over. And I'm like, oh my God, I ain't seen you in so long. Like, we just catching up. And Gerard was one of my favorite old hoes, okay? Like, I can't remember like why we stopped talking. I think he moved or something. But he didn't do me wrong or nothing like that. Like, he was fun. He looked good. Like, he's a vibe. So he like, what y'all finna do? I'm like, nothing. We just standing here in the hot sun, just baking, just tanning. I don't know. There's plenty of people around. I'm sweating in places I don't want to be sweating. Just living, I don't know. So he like, y'all should walk down here with me. Me and my friends, we got a tent, we got music, we got drinks. And I'm thinking he's talking about, you know, like bottles of water, a can of soda, bottle of soda, like, you know, like regular drinks, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. So we walk with him, we go to his tent with his friends, we saying hey to all of his friends. Mercedes and Sparkle is choosing through the friends. I'm talking to Gerard, and he has like a cooler sitting in the on the stand, right? So I opened the cooler, y'all. Now remember how I told y'all before the blackout situation when I told y'all I was drinking the Skybox and the Four Locos and all of that? I had not drank, like, for real. Like, maybe I had a sip of like a cocktail, like a wine cooler, you know, something along the sorts. So I don't know what different alcohols are. I don't know what they look like. I don't know nothing about nothing, right? Y'all, why did this man pull open this cooler and it's an assortment of Mad Dog 2020? Huh? Now, I don't know how old y'all are. I don't know if my age is speaking. I don't know if I'm making myself like tell my age, even though y'all know I'm 27. I don't know if the younger kids know what MD 2020 is. Some of the old heads can go ahead and vouch for them in the comments. Let me tell you something. Because he had the whole lineup. Like, every single flavor that you get, it was like a rainbow of colors, y'all. Why is the Kool-Aid? Because it looked like Kool-Aid to me. I'm like, why is this Kool-Aid in glass bottles? Like, was it glass? I'm pretty sure it was glass bottles. I don't even know if they still make Mad Dog 2020, y'all. I don't even want to find out. But I'm like, why is the Kool-Aid in glass bottles? He like, just try one. So I had a blue one. Will never forget this. I was not drunk. I didn't get blacked out or nothing like that. But this was like my first time for real being like tipsy. Why does the Kool-Aid make me feel like this? Y'all, I never had. That was my first and last time ever having Mad Dog 2020. It was good. But I'm just like, why? Why do it taste like that? I'm confused. So I don't know which one is worse, y'all. MD 2020 or Four Loko. I don't know. I know people who drink both. They chase one another with the other one. Listen, I don't never want to taste Mad Dog 2020 again. If you've never had it, 0 out of 10, would not recommend. It tastes good. It tastes like juice, but like, listen, I didn't even drink the whole bottle, and he gave me like the whole bottle. I'm thinking like, this is a personal bottle. It's kind of big for a personal bottle. I'm like, this mine, or like, should I pour it in a cup? He like, nah, that's you. Why are you on this beach off the Mad Dog 2020? That's all he had, y'all. A cooler full of Mad Dog 2020. Okay, whatever. Take a shot for every time I just said Mad Dog 2020. So the rest of that day goes by. We just chilling with them. We making our rounds through the beach. We see some of our other homegirls. Now, let me tell y'all, this was when I really started to see that I was not going to be friends with Mercedes after this trip, okay? So like I said, it was me, Mercedes, and Sparkle, and then 2 of our other homegirls, which was my other best friend I never gave a name to, and another girl that I was really cool with. They came together, and then they brought 2 or 3, I think it was 2 other girls that I went to school with, grew up with, all of that, but was not friends with, cool with, cordial with, nothing. Why? Because if I ever get into an actual story time about what happened to me in high school, like the traumatic shit that actually happened to me and how I got bullied literally my whole entire 12 years of school, maybe I'll get into that one day. Not right now, but just know that these girls were bullies. They bullied me specifically, and it was so bad to the point where I was like, I don't know if I could say the word. Like, I wanted to, like, multiple times. Like, they were the reason for this. Like, were so awful, so nasty, so mean, so evil to me. To where I wanted to, like, just imagine how bad you have to be bullied and you feel like, I don't want to live no more. Okay? If you are my best friend, right? Like, we like this. Like, there's no doubt about it. Anytime anybody see you, I'm with you. Anytime somebody see me, you with me. Like, what's understood don't have to be explained. You my ace boon coon. We ride until the wheels fall off, and then we gonna walk. That's the type of relationship that we had. So I thought, okay? If you my best friend, why would you even want to be in the same breathing space as somebody who is so traumatizing to your best friend? Like, if you know somebody is bullying your sister, why would you even want to talk to them, kiki with them, be cool with them, nothing? Like, if that was her, if that was Mercedes on the other end of that, I'm damn near want to, like, square up with you, because why are you bullying my best friend? No, y'all. She was like kiki and like hugging them like, oh my god, I missed y'all. And a lot of people told me like that was like red flags, like that's weird for your best friend to do, like not even just your regular homegirl, like your best friend. But I'm just like, I don't know, like she's just a really nice person. But as the bullying kept getting worse and worse and worse, she still didn't even like address it, defend me, nothing. I'm just like, I let a lot of shit slide, and it's a lot of stuff that I'm not finna keep. Like, I feel like after I graduated, I was just like, I'm done letting people like walk all over me, bully me, do all of this weird ass shit. Like, no, I'm not finna let, no, like I'm gonna defend myself, I'm gonna speak up for myself. If nobody else got my back, I got my back. Sparkle had my back, but if nobody else got my back, I got my back, right? So I'm just like, okay, during the school year, I was trying to keep it cute because I knew I was an honor graduate. I had plenty to lose. Like, I could have lost my cosmetology license while I was in school if I got in trouble. I could have lost, like, you know, like my honor stuff. Like, I could have got kicked out of all my organizations. Like, I had so much to lose. Baby, I'm graduated now. I don't got shit to lose. I'm finna move to another state in a few days. So I'm like telling them, if I see these girls, whatever they on, I'm on whatever they on. Okay, get active right here on this beach. Please just know that we can get active. Because like I told y'all before, it's not that I can't fight. I just choose not to. But don't get the two confused. I know how to defend myself if it comes down to it. Let's be clear. So she goes and I know I just rambled a whole lot just now. But listen, I'm trying to paint the scene for y'all. So I'm just like, bro, like, Sparkle, like, shush, like, don't say nothing, like, it's cool, just don't say nothing. I don't even know, like, how they play about the law out here. We don't want to get arrested, nothing. So I'm like I said, I'm on whatever they on. I'm very calm about it. I'm not being hostile. I'm not being nothing. So one of the girls is just looking at me. So I'm just talking to my homegirls, and I look over, she's still looking at me. I gave her, like, 2 times. So on, like, that 3rd time, I'm just like, you good? She like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you looking like you got something to say to me? She like, no. Oh, alright. And that's just what it was. Like, I thought you was a bully. I thought you wanted to put hands on me. I thought you wanted to do all of this. Now that I'm matching energy, now that you know you can't punk me no more, now you don't got nothing to say. Alright, so that was what it was. They ended up like walking away, and it's just me, Sparkle, Mercedes, my other best friend, and the homegirl, right? So the 2 girls, like, they walked away or whatever. So they like, Lauren, like, you're funny, bro. Like, don't fight that girl. I'm just like I told y'all, I'm on whatever I'm on. And I'm like, Mercedes, after this, bro, I'm cool on you. She like, what? Like, what? Like, what? What I do? Acting oblivious. I'm like, I'm cool on you, bro. Like, where is the loyalty? Where is the loyalty? And I know somebody gonna be like, y'all too old to be acting like that. Like, just because you not friends with somebody don't mean that your friend can be. And I get that. I do. You also have to judge each situation individually. Like, given the circumstances, you shouldn't want to be a kiki and cool with bitches who made me want to, like, be fucking for real. So I'm just like, after this, bro, I'm cool on you. Like, I'm so cool on you. And y'all, as I keep talking, y'all gonna see. If this situation did not solidify it, what I'm finna tell y'all definitely gonna see, like, yeah, you should have been cut the bitch off. So anyways, after this, same routine, go back to the hotel, we get something to eat, we go back to the hotel, take showers, get ready. B is calling me, and he's like, y'all should come to our room, because they was staying, like I said, right across the street. He was like, y'all should come to our room and pregame before we go to the club, because it was only like a couple blocks away or whatever. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. We don't got nothing else to do. Alright, cool. So we not even at their room for longer than like 15-20 minutes. They in there smoking, they drinking, I'm not drinking. And yeah, we just all walked to the club together. So again, y'all, not trying to be booed up. I don't know who is up in this club. I don't know who in here. I'm not trying to be walking in with this nigga and somebody don't want to approach me because he think that's my man. No. So I'm just like, all right, like, I'm fuck with you. Like, I'm a link with you later on in the night. You go have fun. Go. So, like I said, y'all, this is a teen club. It's a bar, but it's not a bar, like, with alcohol. We gonna call it a concession stand, because that's all it was giving. Waters, sodas, juice boxes. No, I'm just kidding. They ain't had no juice boxes. I think they did have, like, Capri Suns and, like, Gatorades and stuff, but it's giving concession stand, right? So, I'm leaned over on the little bar part of the concession stand, and I'm standing there waiting for the girl to come back so she could ask me what I want to drink, right? So a guy come up and he like, what you finna get? And I'm like, I don't know, I think I want like a Sprite or like a ginger ale or something. So it's me on the end, right? And then he's standing on this side of me and his homeboys on this side, and then my homegirls is on this side, right? So So the girl eventually like come back and she like, what can I get y'all? I tell her, he say like a Pepsi or something like that, like a ginger ale and a Pepsi. And she like, y'all together? And I was finna say no. He's like, yeah, I got it. I mean, it's just a can of soda, but thanks. So did you just buy me a drink? So y'all, I don't know like if it was because he bought me a drink or if I had just really learned how to like dance a little bit, like got a little booty, got a little thick. I don't know what it was, but Mercedes was the twerker of the group and she taught me some new moves. So this song come on and she started getting it. And one of his homeboys walked around the bar and started dancing on her. So I don't know if it was because dude was like right beside me or what. I just wanted to show off my twerk skills. I don't know what it was, but I started dancing on him. And as I'm like dancing on him, I'm like bent down, like grabbing his leg and stuff. I look over and B just looking at me, shaking his head, laughing. So I'm dancing on him, the song changed, and I like stand back up, and he like, the dude at the bar, he like behind me, like talking in my ear, like talking in my neck and shit. He like, oh, you gotta give me your number now. You gotta give me your number now. Okay, here go the number, and I'm finna go. Cause I'm not even trying to, because I know how I am. Like, if I start liking somebody, I know you gonna fake be my boyfriend for this whole week. And I'm not even trying to do that. I don't want to do that. So I go over to V and I'm like, what's funny? Like, what happened? Like, you feel some type of way? He just like, you be doing a lot. You be doing a lot. Like, you just gonna dance. First you got a nigga number in front of me. Now you dance on a nigga. I'm like, V, we not together. He like, but we can be. I gotta go. So nothing else happened that night. We was just, you know, working our way through the crowd, talking to people, doing this and that. We go back to the hotel. Now the next night, y'all, this is where the funny part starts happening, right? So the next night, we walking on the strip, and I really wanted us to get some mopeds. Like, dumb me, I did all of this pre-planning. I didn't even think to book the mopeds before we got there. I'm trying to call the day of and ask for like 4 or 5 mopeds, and they like, no, like it's booked up for like the whole week. Like, stuff like that, you gotta like call way advance ahead of time, all of this and that. So I'm really feeling some type of way because I really wanted a moped. Now if you are an OG to this channel, you know that me and moped situations probably is not a good mix. If you know what happened with my friend Monica and she got into the wreck, and then the girls, we was gonna have to be fighting for our lives because we was outnumbered by them big grizzly bears and all of this and that. Maybe I just don't need mopeds, I don't know. So I'm bummed. We walking the strip and we walking past this light, right? Like we finna do the crosswalk, and the group of guys pull up on their mopeds, right? So it's an even number. It's like 5 girls, 5 guys. So they like, hey, where y'all going? Like, y'all finna go to the beach, like da da da. Like they just talking to us. So the light is, it changed from red to green, and there's cars behind them, so the cars is beeping. So they like, hey, y'all hop on, like he was calling them bikes, they was mopeds though. Y'all hop on the back of our bikes, like we finna go up here and pull over real quick so we could talk. So I know, y'all, I know this was very dangerous. We did not know these boys. We just, like, they could have kidnapped us. They could have did anything. Like, I know. I don't want to hear it. I know. It's very unsafe. I'm well aware of that. Oh well, I'm still here alive and breathing today to tell my story, okay? So yeah, we hopped on the back of their bikes. They pulled over to this one like random business parking lot, and we just talking. So as we driving, the guy that I'm the guy moped that I'm on, like, you know, like I'm hugged onto him, like I got my arms wrapped around him because I don't want to fall off the back of the moped. So he keep like turning, like looking behind me, like looking behind him at me, and he like, you look so familiar. You know, guys always say like, you look so familiar. Like, no, I don't. I really did not know him, y'all. I promise you. So I'm just like, how I look familiar? He like, what's your name? I'm like, Lauren. And I'm like, what's your name? So he like, let's call him Rashad. He like, Rashad, but people call me Shad. So I'm just like, where you from? So he told me the hometown he from, and I do know people from that hometown. So I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't think I know you though. So he like, where y'all just graduated from? So I tell him my hometown, and he like, Lauren from, let's just call my hometown let's just call my hometown Huckleberry. Lauren from Huckleberry. Lauren from Huckleberry. Like, I know you. I know you. I can't remember how I know you. So we pull over. He keep looking at me and he like, Lauren from Huckleberry. Lauren from Huckleberry High. Lauren from Huckleberry High. I know you, bro. I know you. I know you. So I'm just like, how you know me? Like, you follow me on Instagram, like Facebook, like Twitter, like, are we friends on social media? He like, nah, I know you. So then he like, you used to talk to my little brother. Let's call his little brother Quan. You used to talk to my little brother Quan. Now, he said his real name. You told me where you from. Of course I know who you're talking about because he the only one that I know with that name. Like, his actual real name. So, I'm like, Quan? He like, yeah, Taquan. I'm trying to act dumb. I know exactly who you talk about, but why are you trying to, like, he trying to make it seem like, oh, you used to, like, I'm trying to, like, get with him, and I knew that that was his little brother. First of all, I don't even know you. Number one, I don't even know you. Two, I didn't know that that was your brother. And three, I'm not trying to get with you, baby. You just told me to hop on the back of the bike. I just wanted to do some donuts. You can't do a donut on the damn moped. But you know, like, I was just like, don't try to play it like that. So he like, yeah, you used to talk to Quan, And I'm just like, yeah, what happened? He like, you played my little brother. Y'all, I did not play Quan at all. We stopped talking. I thought it was like mutual, like we just stopped talking. It's no bad blood. I still text Quan from here and there, like we still follow each other on social media, like it was no bad blood. So he like, you played my little brother. So he calls Quan. He like, yo, you remember Lauren from Huckleberry? He like, yeah, why, what happened? He like, man, I got shorty on the back of my bike. It's a moped. It's not a bike, it's a moped. Stop saying like you got this big nice beastie ass motorcycle. It's a moped. I got shorty on the back of my bike. She was acting like she didn't know who he was. So I snatched the phone. I'm like, wow, what did you tell your brother? Like, he talking about I played you. I played you? Like, when that happened? Because I was not aware that I played you. Like, what happened? He like, nah, I ain't tell him you played me. Like, you know, that nigga be off that shit. Like, he be high. That nigga be off them like, he be having a lot going on. I don't know. He probably high right now. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, no, y'all. My camera is finna die. I gotta hurry up. So I'm like, why you tell him that? Like, why you tell him that? And he like, I ain't telling him nothing. So the brother snatched the phone, but he like, all right, bro, I'm gonna hit you. And then hang up. So he like, Shawty, I ain't even gonna hold you. You can't get back on the back of my bike.
What do you mean by that?
I said, what you mean? He like, nah, you can't get back on the back of my bike. And proceeds to crank the bitch back up, and they skirted off, y'all. Like, just left all five of us in this parking lot. Now, we not too far from the strip, but we not where everybody else is at. Like, we far. Like, we not that far. But, like, you know, like, nobody is over here type shit. So, I'm like, swear that just happened, y'all. We sitting there looking at each other like goofies. Like, goofy assholes just standing there. But suns out, buns out, booty shorts on, little crop tops. Like, we just standing in these people parking lot looking stupid. So now we got to walk all the way back to the strip. So we walk in. It's nobody over here, y'all. It's like people all over here, like old people. They looking like, I'm like, what's going on? So we getting back closer to the strip, and we seeing like guys like in trucks and cars and all of this, and they like, where y'all going? Y'all lost? We like, I'm like, I don't even know how we got here. Like, I don't know. Like, he really just ditched us, like took us to this parking lot and like left us basically on the side of the road. All because I used to talk to your brother. I said, this is too much. Too much is happening, and we not even gonna talk about it. They cracking up. My homegirls is cracking up. Like, what did you do to him? I'm like, nothing. I used to talk to his brother when I was like a freshman in high school, and we never even like did nothing. Like, I maybe seen him once or twice my whole life. Like, Nothing. So I'm texting Quan like, your brother is crazy. He's like, my bad, I don't know what that nigga got going on. Like, I'm surprised he even remembers your name. Like, yeah, I told him about you like when we was talking, but that was years ago and all this and that. And I'm just like, Now Quan trying to, you know, come back like, so what you want? So what's up with you? Do I need to come to the beach? No, you don't. You can stay exactly where you at. I'm cool. No. So we go back to the beach and nothing happened the rest of that night. Like I said, same routine, leave the beach, go to the hotel, go to the club. So let's just say this is like the last night that we here, right? So this blinking light is really distracting me. I'm so sorry. So I don't know if I'm gonna give dude his own story time. Remember I told y'all about that one boy that Mercedes was trying to hook me up with for like the longest amount of time, and I told y'all I was not taking him serious for real. Like, I would just text him back sometimes if I was bored, but she was like really like vouching for him like that was her brother. So I didn't tell y'all, like at one point in time for like a couple months, maybe like 2-3 months, I'm like, maybe I need to talk to guys that I'm not used to talking to. Like, maybe I need to stop talking to the athletes because it's not getting me nowhere. Even though he was still an athlete, but he, like, looks wise, he just was not somebody that I would normally go for. It's nothing wrong with him. He's not an ugly boy at all, but he just normally was not my type. So I'm like, maybe I need to like switch it up a little bit. So like, he almost made me fold just a little bit, y'all, just a little bit. And I felt like he kept trying to, like, he was pursuing me. He was very persistent. He was very sweet. He used to walk me to class. He used to hold my book bag. Like, he was a very nice. He used to open my car doors for me. He used to ask me, like, you want something for lunch? Like, he really used to, like, be like this. So I'm just like, okay. Sometime, enough time goes by where you know, like, wearing somebody down, like, it's gonna eventually work. And he almost got me. He almost got me, y'all. He almost got me to where, like, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna talk to him, and if I don't like it, it is what it is, but I'm gonna give him a fair chance. As soon as you give a nigga this much, they take, soon as you give him this much, they take him out, bro. Soon as I started reciprocating energy, he started talking to another girl in the school. And keep in mind, we was not like even like on nothing like that. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna flirt back a little extra heavy this time, or I'm gonna tell you, like, yeah, after like the 50th time of you asking me, the 51 times that you asked, yes, you can take me on a date finally after all of this stuff. You know, like, it was never like we was talking or like nothing like that, but it's just like you was so persistent, and now when I show you what you've been showing me, you gonna go get a girl. So I'm just like, I'm off it. You almost had your chance. You almost made me fold. You almost made me step out of my character. But I had to really like get back into it because you almost got me. So he started talking to old girl, and I'm just like, all right, you got it. I don't know what he was telling her, but this girl wanted to fight. Like, she wanted to put her paws on me. And I'm just like, baby, I don't want to fight you. Imagine me fighting over a guy that I didn't even want. I don't even want him. He's all yours. He's literally all yours. You can have him. I won't even look in his direction. But also, if I'm telling you this, you need to tell your man to stop trying to do all the stuff that he was doing for me before he got with you. And that's where the disconnect came. So it was like some drama. And I found out that Mercedes was feeding this girl information. Like, so say I would tell Mercedes, like, this guy, I ain't even gonna give him a name because there's too many fake names in the story already, and I'm gonna just get confused and I'm gonna say somebody's real name. Mercedes, like, say I was telling her, like, oh boy texted me this, like, he's saying this. She would go back and tell his girlfriend that he texted me that, and she would think that I was, like, the girlfriend would think that I was the one who was initiating everything. So all of that to say, I'm not cool with, I don't like the girlfriend, and I definitely don't want to be in old boy face. Why this last night that we here, Mercedes was like, oh, I know this one hotel that we could go to. It has a really nice rooftop. You can look over the whole city. It's really nice. We should go up there. So me not thinking anything of it, I'm like, all right, let's go. Yo, while we get to the rooftop, and old boy is standing there with his friends, and not to mention, y'all, Oh boy was best friends, like best friends, like brothers with my very first boyfriend. Somebody who I was like in love with. That was like my first serious boyfriend. We was on and off for years. Like, he was like this with him. Why would I want to be with you? And I know I just said like maybe I should, but not for real. Like, he was never gonna be my boyfriend. Maybe you could just get your name put on a roster, but you was never gonna be the one and only. Like, what? Like, it was just so many like icks about this whole situation. So I don't want to be in his face. Why he's standing here? So it turns out that Mercedes had been telling him everything that we was doing. Like, come to the beach, we staying at this hotel, we doing this tonight, we doing this. She orchestrated this whole thing, and I'm just looking at her. So remember how I told y'all the other situation with the girl, and if I was not gonna stop being friends with her after this, the next thing I was gonna tell y'all that was gonna solidify it? This right here solidified everything, because she knew how much drama he brought to my life, and I just was not with that. So why, being my best friend, would you put me in this situation blindly at that? So I'm just standing there. I'm not even saying nothing. So Sparkle was like, what is he doing here? So Mercedes is like, I just thought that y'all should talk. Like, he told me he really just wanted to apologize to you, and I told him that he should do that in person, and he shouldn't tell me, he should tell you. I'm not saying nothing to nobody, y'all. I'm just leaned over on the balcony. I'm not looking at nobody. I'm not saying nothing to nobody. I'm pissed off. I'm irritated and I'm pissed off. So old boy is talking, and he just, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, I really like you. I really fuck with you. Like, I never meant to put you in that drama. Like, me and old girl, we don't even go out no more. Like, I told her I'm done with you, and she asked me if I'm breaking up with her because of you, and I told her yes. And I'm just like, you could stop right there. Because me and you, this is never going to be a thing. It's never going to be a thing ever in this life or the next. So if you broke up with your girlfriend in hopes that I was going to give you a chance, you might as well get back with her. Because if you're waiting for me, you're going to be waiting until you literally take your last breath of life. I don't have anything to say to you. You don't have to pour your heart out to me. You don't have to do nothing. You've brought me so much unnecessary drama. I don't even want to deal with it no more. Like, I'm cool. Like, you don't have to, you can keep the sorry. I don't need the apology. I don't need it. I don't want it. No, nothing. So he's like, don't be like that. He's trying to touch me. And I'm like, that's it. Like, that's it. I'm cool. I'm like, Mercedes, you can find your way back to the hotel because I'm not walking with you. Sparkle, you can stay up here with her. You can come with me, but I'm cool. I'm done. So she like she used to call me Laura. Laura, why you acting like that? Like, Laura, if you can't see no wrong in anything that you've done this whole trip, my guy, we definitely don't need to be friends no more. So Sparkle's like, I'm coming with you. And that's one thing that I can't appreciate about Sparkle. Like, that's why I was like so unfortunate and so sad that like our friendship ended, because she was so loyal. Like, I don't know where that Sparkle from the Miami trip came from, because that was just so out of character for her. And maybe she did have like her own stuff going on, and I get that, but at the same time, it was like, I only get one marriage, one bachelorette trip in my life, and for you to just want me to be on your body so heavy to where like I'm trying to force stuff out of you, like beg you to tell me what's going on with you, and this is supposed to be a memorable trip for me. You didn't even, like, she didn't, whatever. I'm getting sidetracked. But just know, me and Sparkle walked back to the hotel, and Mercedes ended up coming, like, a little bit later, and I just was not talking to her for the rest of the trip. We checked out the next morning. I drove us back home. Sparkle parked at my house, so she drove herself back home. Mercedes' mom had to come get her. And that was just it. They were crying, of course, because I'm leaving in a couple days. So they're not going to see me for a really long time. I'm crying because I'm leaving Sparkle. Mercedes is crying. I'm not crying because of her. I really could care less. You are just fake and phony and fraudulent, and you do too much. You're envious. You're jealous. You want to be me. You want everything that I have. You want the guys that want me. It was just too much. It was just too weird. So that was what it was, y'all. But all in all, that trip was probably one of the best trips that I ever had, like group trips with my friends, because y'all know I don't do group trips for real no more. But that was probably like one of the best group trips that I ever had. Like, it was so fun. Besides all of these little bumps in the road, all in all, that trip was like I lived it up. I did exactly what I came there to do. I had tons of fun. I made plenty of memories. I got plenty of memories to tell stories like this. So that was what it was. Tell me if you've ever been to Sun Fun, or if you have something like this, like where you're from. Like, it might not be called Sun Fun, but tell me if y'all have like senior activities like that, to where like y'all just hang out with all of y'all friends and y'all just be young and turn, live your life. Like, So yeah, y'all, that was my story time. Woo! It was really fun though. It was really fun. So yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I know you probably already subscribed, but if you forgot to do it, go ahead and do it now. Leave me a comment down below, turn on your post bell notifications, and like I said in the beginning of the video, we are going to be starting Confessions with Lo pretty soon. So send me your stuff. Send me your stuff so we can talk about it. Like I said, you will always be 100% anonymous. I will never, ever share real names, no identifying information, no nothing. And yeah, I really hope that we can turn that into something, and that's gonna be real juicy. So let's get into it. So yes, thank y'all again for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video.